The Reds are looking to solidify their standing as front runner in their division with a win here in this one.
They have competed all season to put themselves in a terrific position here in September. They have a chance here in this close game to get a gut check win, and that would, as you'd say, solidify their position, but also build confidence that they have the mettle to maybe do something special later on in the postseason.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Adam Jones, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
10.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes to Adam Jones.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see 2 different pitchers come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Zach Duke comes on as the new pitcher following the lengthy delay, and it looks like he's just about ready to go. First offering on its way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Lifetime numbers against Zach Duke. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
So it was a strikeout swinging. David Peralta goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Jake Lamb standing in now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. A pause and the 0-2. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 0-2 once more. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Stretch time now here in Cincinnati. The Reds are on top 7-6. So here's Matt Kemp now. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
The center fielder, Matt
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Loud contact there, but it's well foul. The 2-1 home. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Taken in by Flores. And that's the first out.
Now batting, the catcher.
In now for the Reds, Tucker Barnhart. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Nicholas Castellanos has grabbed the bat and moved into the on-deck circle, so that's going to be the end of the line for Zach Duke. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Marte gloves it.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
Get a good pitcher right there. You can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Blake Trahan will come on now and pinch run here.
Pinch running at first for the Reds, number 51.
And here's Jose Peraza. Line drive to left. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Reds leave 1. They'll try and hold him in the field now. It's 7-6. Matt Bowman will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Into the box, Wilmer Flores. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last
Leading
time.
on for Arizona, the second baseman, Wilmer Flores.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. In there for strike 1. Ground ball foul down the left side. And a diving try, but it's off his glove, so the at-bat will continue. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Bowman, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. He was selected in the 1st round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 1-2. Grounded to first. Dietrich comes up with it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 5.
Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator's going to sleep well tonight because, as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change. Split-fingered pitches in there for strike 1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there, and he's going to get there, and he's in at third now as the tying run after the 1-out triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. but he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. One ball and one strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. And that's taken up and in for ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And that misses ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Avila.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Here comes the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Avila is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't. Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
The pitcher, number 30. TJ.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1. Fouled away. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. But the recovery will get an out on the play as they do get the force at second, so put runners on the corners, but that could have been a whole lot worse.
Ketel Marte.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. And their runners at the corners now. Michael Lorenzen trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. And the runner's coming home. The bunt attempt is popped up. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. So a full count now.
3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. This is skied into short left center. Winker is there now to put this one away for the 3rd out as they'll strand that potential go-ahead run at third base. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we are tied 7-7. Mark Zipchinski will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jesse Winker, and he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
Winker.
Knocked me off from my grind, that's what they wasn't. My life was ugly.
And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. Here comes the first pitch.
No, that's
starting
down.
with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. And a sinker dips too low there.
Strike.
Into the dirt, in fact.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
3 balls and a strike to the Reds left fielder.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Back up the middle. And that'll get through into center. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base now to lead off the inning.
Boy, talk about having a day here. He gets his fourth knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those four was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch
please.
runner at first,
Pinch
and
running at
that'll be a
first for the
wise
Reds.
decision as he's the potential
Number 6.
go-ahead run.
Philip.
Jose Iglesias. Come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Jose Iglesias.
First pitch is a sinker, too
Ball
low,
1, no
1-0. The average for him sitting at .312 on the season. 3 homers and 33 driven in. Now the 1-1 pitch. Sinks
Ball
below
2.
the knees, taken for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Iglesias in front, 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position there. So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 delivery. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Oh, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Line drive to left. Peralta has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. And in the end, the tag appears to have been a bluff. He's back to second.
The batter, number 3, second baseman.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out. And up to hit next, a guy who's turned into a big-time RBI man, Scooter Gennett. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. The relay. The tag, and he's out going for second. But they'll take the late lead in this one as a run does come in to score.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And now is Yasiel Puig, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Fucking with the kid and pray for your nigga.
Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch pulled high in the air out to left field. Peralta is under it. And the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits.
Your
Philip
attention,
Rubin
please.
will stay in the ball game now and take over in left field. Jose Iglesias will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Philip Irvin.
Striding in to start the ninth, Adam Jones, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Scott Scheffler is into the ball game now as he assumes duties in center field.
Now playing center field.
Aristides Aquino is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field.
A defensive change for the Reds.
Raisel Iglesias comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Number 26, Raisel
And
Iglesias.
Jones fails to come up with that one as he falls behind here, 0-2 now.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
Swing and a liner. And that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the ninth.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
In there, now the throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Dyson stands at second with no outs. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. 3-1 to the Diamondbacks left fielder.
Well, that's a great take there, right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Now batting, third baseman.
First delivery to him on the way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. 1-1 to count to Jake Lamb. To short, hit hard. Iglesias is up with it. Jeanette has it for 1. On to first, a double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. 3-1. Here it is. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Arizona down to its last strike. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing. So that's ball 4. So stepping in, Eduardo Escobar, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And now this crowd, announced at around 22,000, comes to their feet. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw in time, and the ball game is over. So the Reds, with a win, add a bit of fortification to that hard-earned division lead that we were talking about earlier.
This is a real good baseball team, Matt. They've proven they can win close games as well as blowing teams out. I like what I see on the field, and I look for them to be a formidable opponent in late September, October, barring a collapse.
The Reds are getting their first chance here in this game to clinch their division championship. Heidi, what was the feeling in the clubhouse going into this potentially monumental game?
Well, when I asked one player how it felt to be on the verge of closing out the division, he said, "It won't feel like anything until we get it done. Ask me then." So these guys are all business. They're trying to treat this like any other game. But don't be fooled. Behind those restrained words, you can sense the excitement and anticipation. A lot of hard work and persistence could come to fruition today, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And now is Yasiel Puig, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
Number 66, Yasiel Puig.
First pitch of the at-bat. Low for ball one. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Popped him up. Walker has room in foul territory. He's got it one away.
The center fielder,
so
number
here's
27.
Matt Kemp now, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
Fastball just off the inside corner. Red center fielder in front with a 2-0 count. This is line to left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now. So this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
And now after the one-out
your
double,
attention,
time is
please.
called here as we'll get a
Now
pinch
running at
runner out
second
there at
base.
second base.
Number 71.
Into the box, Tucker Barnhart. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. The 1-0 pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Runner at second here with one man out. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit around third and being waved on home. He will score, and they push their lead to 3 now.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Derek Dietrich will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 22, Derek Dietrich.
Skied into straightaway right. And Jones will handle this one for out number 2. So digging in now, Jose Peraza. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. Popped up. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. 7th inning stretch time. Aristides Aquino will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 71.
Amir Garrett gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Garrett.
Up next for Arizona, Adam Jones. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
One gone now in the Arizona 7th. And up next, the outfielder David Peralta. Comes set with the 0-1.
Ball, that's off.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. High in the air into shallow left center. Winker coming in. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks,
Jake Lamb standing in now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. The 2-1. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Roland Devado will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Ready now for Cincinnati. Joey Votto. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
19. Joey Votto.
First pitch of the at-bat. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
And this is into the gap for Votto. Looks like extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap into right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Standing in now, Eugenio Suarez. Bullet back up the middle. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. From the stretch, here's the pitch. On a line to shortstop. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the one out.
Number 66.
So coming to the plate, Yasiel Puig. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke.
Now here's the signal from the dugout, so he'll take first here on the intentional walk, and that makes runners at the corners with 2 away.
Number 71.
Standing in, Aristides Aquino, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
Ladies and
Scott
gentlemen,
Schebler, see what he can do
please.
off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here.
Number 43, Scott Schebler.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. And they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third.
Cincinnati.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, you know that save situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't hurt.
Nope.
Oh, it does hurt. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Two-0 count, the pitch. He pulls this one into right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. 1 run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. And a relay home. Throw won't get him.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Nicholas Castellanos will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 15, Nick Castellanos.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hands so far. Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. A bouncer to the left side. To his left. Lamb. Throw in time and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Reds 6 and the Diamondbacks nothing.
Ladies
Scott
and gentlemen,
Schebler will stay in the
your
ballgame as he
attention,
takes over in center.
A defensive change for the Reds. Now playing center field, number 43.
Michael
Scott
Lorenzen is on to pitch
Schebler.
out of the bullpen
Now
in the
pitching
bottom
for
half of the 8th.
Cincinnati, number 21.
Stepping in and ready for another
Lorenzen.
shot, Wilmer Flores. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores.
That's the ball.
There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
That's
And
ball
it
3.
misses. 3-1 now.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th. Eduardo Escobar standing in. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a
That's
chance.
outside.
Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
And he fouls this one off. Flores gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And another foul ball.
He's not going to be happy with the execution of that pitch at all. I wouldn't be shocked if it's time for the catcher to go out and talk to him. Get him to bend his back and drive the ball down in the zone a little bit more.
Again, a 1-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
The count now at 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Eduardo Escobar.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
He'll try it again. 3-2. Fouled off.
This ain't even an at-bat anymore. This is a war of attrition at the plate. I'm going to need the pitcher to turn around, grab the rosin bag, and see if he can get the hitter to swing at that.
Now at the plate, Christian Walker over 2 forms to this one. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations.
And the second run will come across as well, so they're on the board at least. It's 6-2 now.
The batter.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Your
This
attention,
goes to
please.
show if you're going to throw that
Now
two-seam
pitching for
fastball away,
Cincinnati,
which I don't
number
think is the best
32,
pitch anyway, you
Zach
better start that thing
Hughes.
out of the zone and let it
0-1.
work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
1 ball,
And a breaking
2
ball
strikes.
in the dirt that time for a ball.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan?
Now
That was
batting.
his 3rd tonight,
pitcher.
and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball
Ball 1.
today. A lot of guys think now that
Ball
an
1,
out
no
is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
1-1 the count. Tomlinson stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was a 12th round selection back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The center fielder.
So the
number
lineup
4.
flips over and digging in, Ketel Marte. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he
Ball,
hasn't
right
done
down.
much to help at the top of the lineup. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Diamondback center fielder with a
That's
friendly
inside.
2-0 count.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. The 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time. Ball 3, not close with the sinker that time. Adam Jones would be next. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And that misses. Ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Stepping in, Adam Jones. He flew out in his last at-bat from the stretch. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off. And Jones fails to come up with that one as he falls behind here. 0-2 now.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We've played 8 full. It's the Reds 6 and the Diamondbacks 2.
Your
Matt
attention,
Andrees
please.
enters from the pen to
Now
start the
pitching for
9th
the
inning as he'll
Diamondbacks.
try to keep the score
Number
right where it is
35,
heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Andrees.
First pitch on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
First game
The
of a
left
new
fielder,
series,
number
and he's already
33,
sitting on 3
Jesse
knocks right now. The pitching staff
Winger.
might have to make an adjustment going forward.
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Throw over to the
No,
bag,
he's in there.
and he's back in standing. He's set, and the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Peralta is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The
In
first
is Joey
baseman, number
Votto now.
19.
He's looking for his
Joey
3rd hit of the ball game here.
Votto.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to left. Peralta is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out.
the third baseman.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Marte ranging back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in
second
scoring
baseman,
position, and he
Scooter
does it again here with a double.
Jeanette.
Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Jeanette, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Peralta is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Reds will be forced to settle for just the one. Part of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. Reds lead this one 7-2. Now batting, David Peralta.
Leading
He's
off
0 in this one, batting out of the 3
No
spot.
fielder, David Peralta.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He pulls this one into right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll get there as the Diamondbacks get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
That was a great job of driving that ball.
The third baseman, Jay Lamb.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's the ball.
And he lays
Count
off there
1-0.
1-0. Peralta leads off second with nobody out. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Winker has a beat on it. One away.
Now batting.
So striding
second
forward
baseman,
now, Wilmer Flores. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Ladies and
Raisel
gentlemen,
Iglesias
your
takes the
attention,
ball now in
please.
inning number 9,
Now
looking to
pitching
close
for
the door.
Cincinnati,
First delivery to
number
him on the
26.
way.
Ball,
Like
that's
so.
out.
A first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Fouled away. One out and a runner on second base.
That's
And he
ball
lays
2.
off it to even the count 2-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Number 5, shortstop.
Now to the plate, Eduardo Escobar. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the
0-1's
ninth.
the count.
0-1 the count. Pulled toward right center field. Puig giving chase. And the Reds have done it. They're the champions of the National League Central. So the Reds get the win, and the coronation can commence.
Yeah, they clinch a division championship and stamp their passport to the postseason. This team entered the series carrying the weight of expectations from their fan base and the media, and they've come through with flying colors big time.
And you can bet, Dan, there's going to be a big celebration in that clubhouse, and it'll be a well-deserved one. Huge congrats to this team.